Hi, today from the beautiful Black Forest. We'll talk today about another billionaire misconception. It is about the attitude towards work. Billionaires and work. What is the attitude towards work? Many people think, and this is the mainstream opinion, that people who have a lot of money, the really wealthy people, the wealthiest people in the world, they just spend time on leisure. In reality, the wealthiest people in the world are simultaneously the best entrepreneurs in the world. They have reached what they have reached through diligence and through hard work, and they don't enjoy spending money at all. What they enjoy is to do what they love to do, and this is mainly through work. I realized that in my research I made around the world. I have met in person and interviewed 28 self-made billionaires around the world. And recently I was reminded of their diligence. We had a New Year's Eve, and guess what? At 9 p.m. on New Year's Eve, 3 hours before New Year 2018, I got an email, a business email, from one of my billionaires, from Lars Windhorst, from a German billionaire, and I realized he was still working. And Lars Windhorst is probably the hardest working person I know in the world. He sleeps only 3 to 4 hours, and all his waking time he spends on work, and he makes only a break for workout at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. in order not to fall asleep, because he sleeps only 3 to 4 hours. He gets up at 3, 3:30, at 4, goes for jogging, and then he starts working, and he works until 7, 8 p.m. Then he makes a break to work out, and then he works again. And he works even on New Year's Eve, and it was 9 p.m. that I received a business email from him. Another example, Mohed Altrad. Mohed Altrad owns 200 companies. He is the world leader in scaffolding, a self-made billionaire, and he became the World Entrepreneur of the Year 2015. So 2 years ago he was chosen the best entrepreneur in the world. And Mohed Altrad sent me a business email on 11 p.m. on New Year's Eve. So 1 hour before New Year, he was still working. His commitment to his work is unbelievable. He doesn't have a secretary, an assistant. And he says he can't imagine anybody is so busy that he needs an assistant or a secretary. And this guy owns 200 companies that need to be managed. So his diligence is phenomenal. And the fruits of his work are visible. He is the guy who made 5 great careers in his life. First, he made a scientific career. He became a PhD in computer science and developed one of the first portable computers in France. Then he went into technical management, and he was one of the handful of people responsible for building the Abu Dhabi oil company. And this company they built when Abu Dhabi was still a nomad village. And this company brought the wealth to Abu Dhabi. All the wealth we see in Abu Dhabi came from oil, from the Abu Dhabi oil company, built by Mohed Altrad and a handful of other engineers and managers responsible for building that company. But Mohat Altrat was just an employee. He was a very well-paid employee, but he didn't own that company. He didn't own any shares in that company, so he didn't participate in the wealth he has created. And he decided to change it. So he went into business. He bought a bankrupted scaffolding company in France and developed it into a world leader. He made it profitable, and in the last 30 years, he bought 200 other companies in different countries around the world in the scaffolding industry and merged them with his corporation. And he became so successful in that he became a billionaire. And in the year 2015, he was chosen the World Entrepreneur of the Year. So to say, the best entrepreneur in the world. Like Lars Windhaus, he will be included in my book, The $1 Billion Secret, that I am writing right now. It was his third career, but not the last one. He lives in Montpellier in France, and there is where his company has its headquarters. Several years ago, the mayor of Montpellier came to him and asked him to help get the Montpellier rugby club out of trouble. They were a struggling rugby team and they were in danger of falling out of the first rugby league in France. Mohat Altrat took over the club, became the manager of the club, built a stadium and developed the team, the rugby club, into one of the best rugby clubs in the world. They actually won the most prestigious prize in rugby, a kind of Champions League in rugby, becoming the best rugby club in the Northern Hemisphere. So it was his fourth career as a sports club owner, but it wasn't his last. What Mohat Altrat was dreaming about all his life was writing, and he started writing, and he published several novels, and one of his novels, called Badawi, became an international bestseller. It won several prestigious prizes, and it became an obligatory reading material in French schools. So this was his fifth career, this time as an author. And all of that, Mohat Altrat has achieved through his legendary diligence. And I want to give you one more example from my billionaires. Frank Hasenfratz, who has built Linamar, one of the most profitable businesses in the auto parts industry. He became a self-made billionaire, and he often says, I only work half-time, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And this is the essence of how billionaires see the work and how the billionaires see their time, how they spend their time. And if you think you can achieve anything of value, anything of weight without hard work, without diligence, without hustle, you are mistaken. It won't happen. If you really want to be successful in your life, in your business, you need to put in the hours, to put in the effort, and be really diligent, really serious about what you do. I hope you like that video. If so, subscribe to it, hit the bell button, and share your views, your experiences about diligence, about how hard work affects business. And please share this video with your loved ones, with your friends who are in business or who want to go into business and who want to be successful in business in their lives. They will thank you for that. I talk about how the most successful people in the world think, how the self-made billionaires think. I talk about doing the impossible from my experience, and I talk also about cryptocurrencies. So share this video with your loved ones, with your friends. Among the best comments, best shares, I will give away one copy of the special edition of my book I have written with Brian Tracy, the best business teacher in the world, the best personal performance trainer in the world. Here you see it. If you like this video, you will also like my other videos. Here you will find some of my best videos. That's it for today. Thank you and see you next time.